Affirmations from the values of Jesus and mystical Christianity. Love and compassion. I extend grace to those who hurt me, for love is stronger than resentment. My heart opens to the suffering of others, and I answer with mercy. I love without conditions, without boundaries, without fear. Christ's love renews me daily, and I share it freely with the world. I treat each soul as sacred, honoring the divine light within them. My words and actions are vessels of peace and kindness. I forgive as Christ forgave fully, freely, and from the soul. I embody divine compassion, shining light in every shadow. Humility and surrender. I surrender my will to the wisdom of God's greater plan. I walk gently in the world, knowing I am but dust and light. I bow before the mystery, trusting what I cannot yet see. I find peace in letting go, for God's hands are strong. I am emptied of ego and filled with divine presence. I choose service over status and grace over glory. I let go of control and receive the flow of divine guidance. I kneel in spirit, knowing the greatest power is found in love and trust, truth and integrity. I speak with honesty, even when silence would be easier. The truth of Christ lives in me and guides my every word. I walk in the light, unashamed and unhidden. My heart is pure, and my intentions are aligned with love. I stand firm in integrity, even when no one is watching. Affirmations from the values of Jesus and mystical Christianity. Truth flows through me like a river, clear, strong, and unwavering. I live what I believe, and I believe in the goodness. I choose what is right over what is easy. My life is a reflection of divine truth and sacred honor. Faith and trust. I trust in the unseen hand of God guiding my every step. My faith is unshaken, rooted in the eternal presence of love. Even in uncertainty, I walk forward with sacred confidence. I believe in divine timing and surrender my worries. God's promises are my foundation, and I rest in their truth. My trust is not in circumstances, but in the one who holds all things. I release fear and choose faith again and again. I am carried by grace, upheld by mercy, and led by divine light. Faith is the lamp at my feet, illuminating every dark path. Peace and non-violence. I lay down the sword and take up the cross of compassion. I respond to darkness with the radiant light of love. My heart is rooted in peace, and my hands in healing. I forgive quickly, so that peace may reign in my soul. I reject violence in thought, word, and deed, choosing love instead. I walk gently upon the earth, as Christ walked, full of grace and truth. Affirmations from the values of Jesus and mystical Christianity. Justice and righteousness. I hunger and thirst for righteousness, and my soul is satisfied by truth. Stand with the oppressed and speak for those without aid. God's justice flows through me like a mighty river. I choose what is just, even when it costs me comfort. I am guided by the law of love, not the praise of people. My heart is aligned with divine justice, rooted in mercy. I walk in the light of truth, upholding what is right. I do not turn away from suffering, I move toward it with action. I live righteously, not by perfection, but by purpose and grace. In every act, I honor the image of God in all creation, mystical union and inner light. I am one with Christ, and in Him I find my true self. The light within me is eternal, untouched by fear or shadow. I abide in divine presence, and divine presence abides in me. Awaken to the sacred unity between Creator and creation. Every breath draws me deeper into union with the divine. I see with spiritual eyes, and I recognize the holy in all things. I walk in stillness, where God's whisper becomes my guide. Christ's light burns within me, illuminating my soul. I live not as a separate being, but as a vessel of divine consciousness, forgiveness, and reconciliation. I forgive others as God has forgiven me, completely and freely. I release all bitterness and choose healing through grace. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the chains of the past. I am made whole by the power of reconciliation. Where there is division, I become a bridge of peace. Affirmations from the values of Jesus and mystical Christianity. I ask for forgiveness with humility and offer it with love. Each act of forgiveness makes room for divine. I do not carry the weight of anger, I lay it at the feet of Christ. Through mercy, I find freedom, renewal, and inner peace. I choose reconciliation, even when it's hard, because love is greater. Service and sacrifice. I serve others with a joyful heart, expecting nothing in return. My life is a living offering, poured out in love. I find purpose in lifting others up, just as Christ lifted me. True greatness is found in humble service. Every small act of kindness is sacred in the eyes of God. I lay down selfish desires to make room for divine purpose. I follow the path of Christ, who gave all for love. I give from the heart, knowing sacrifice is a doorway to grace. Hope and resurrection. I rise each day with the hope of new life burning in my soul. The light of resurrection lives within me, renewing all things. No darkness can extinguish the hope that Christ gives. Even in sorrow, I believe in the promise of transformation. I carry the seed of resurrection. Death has no hold on me. Hope anchors me through every storm and trial. I trust in the unseen glory that is being revealed within me. Every ending is a sacred beginning in God's eternal plan. I live in the power of the risen Christ, alive and victorious. My soul sings with hope, for love has conquered all. Affirmations from the values of Jesus and mystical Christianity. Gratitude and awe. I give thanks for the breath that fills me and the spirit that moves me. Moment is a miracle, and I receive it with open hands. I see the divine in all things and marvel at the beauty of creation. Gratitude opens my heart to the sacredness of life. I live in awe of God's love, which knows no bounds. With every sunrise, I praise the one who sustains me. My soul overflows with thankfulness for grace undeserved. I find joy in the simple, the quiet, the wholly unnoticed things. Each heartbeat is a gift, and I live it with reverence. I honor the Creator by living a life of gratitude and wonder.